Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Selenium Tech Automation. So far in this Selenium WebDriver command series, we have already discussed about what are the different types of browser commands as well as what are the different types of navigation commands. So now in this video, I am going to discuss about what are the different types of web element commands. Okay, what are the different types of web element commands, such as if we want to perform any action on the particular element. For example, if you want to click, okay, if you want to remove any text is present inside the text field, okay, if you want to get some button text, okay, at the same time if you want to get some tag name, if you want to get some attribute value, okay, if you want to get some location, and also if you want to get size of the given element or any web element present inside the web page, and also if you want to uh, check whether that element is selected or not, and also I want to test whether that element is enabled or not, and also I want to test with the help of is displayed method whether that element is displaying or not. Okay, so these are all the different web element commands, so where we are going to perform on our web elements present in the web page. Okay, so now first we will discuss about what is clear method and click method. After that, is selected method, is enabled, is displayed. Likewise, we are going to discuss now. Okay, if you are new to my channel, so please support our channel with your valuable subscription, and also don't forget to watch this video till the end. Okay, if you like this video, please drop a like. Okay, let's get move to our actual tutorial, that is what are the different types of web element commands. So why we are using these web element commands, I am going to show you. Okay, first we will discuss about clear method. Okay, first I will show you about clear method. Let me go to our Eclipse here. Okay, so exactly what does this clear method will do here means, so this clear method or clear command is also coming from the which one, WebDriver interface only. Okay, with the help of WebDriver interface instance variable, we are going to use this clear method and remaining methods what are all offering by the Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so if I am using clear command or clear method means, so for example, I have opened my google.com website. Okay, I have opened my google.com website. After that, I am going to enter some Selenium tutorials inside the text field. Okay, I am going to enter some text into that particular text field, that is called as Selenium tutorials. So after entering, so if I want to remove that entire text means, we are going to use this particular clear. Okay, with the help of that particular web element, we are going to perform this particular clear operation. Okay, where exactly you want to clear the data from the text box. And also sometimes if you can observe, there are some cache memory already saving all your cookies and also all your history and passwords as well, right? So in that case, if you selected like remember, I mean, keep sign in me always. Okay, next time you are not going to enter the username and password. Okay, so during that time also, if you want to enter some different kind of username to log into your Gmail application, so during that time the test data present already inside the text box. Okay, so with the help of clear method, we can remove that existing method, or we can clear the existing test data present inside the text box. So after that, we are going to enter our the new username and new password. Okay, so this is why we are using this clear method. Okay, this is why we are using this clear method, so where it will help you to clear the particular text data present inside that particular text field. Okay, so for that reason only we are going to automate with the help of clear method. Okay, so at the same time, the next one here, the next command here is, so first what I will do, I will explain all these clear command and click command, get text is selected, is enabled, is displayed. So after that, we will execute each and every command individually. Okay, first let me complete the discussion part about all these commands what I have written here. Okay, because it is taking time for me to show you in front of this video, so that's why I have prepared. Okay, so then I am going to show you now. Currently I am showing you which is already written by me. Okay, so again if I came to here and if I show means, again I am taking more time for this video to be happened, so that's why I have prepared all the methods with the respective examples, so then I am going to show you at the end of this session. Okay, so now we have covered this clear command. Okay, so now we have covered this clear command, so then the next command here is click command. Okay, this click command is also, okay, this click command is also one of the most fundamental user actions performed by anyone who are accessing the internet. Okay, this click method is the most fundamental user actions performed by anyone who are accessing the internet. Okay, so what it will do, this click command means which will allow us to navigate, okay, which will allow us to navigate web pages, or also if you want to perform some particular tasks by interacting with links or buttons or some other web elements. Okay, if you want to interact with link text or buttons or some other web elements, so we are going to perform this click operation. For example, there is a link called Gmail link. So if I want to open that Gmail link, means what I need to do, I want to click. If I want to perform any, if I want to update any form inside any application, means we are going to use this particular click operation only. Okay, so it is the most fundamental user actions where everyone can perform while they are using the application throughout the internet. Okay, so that's where this click command will allow users to navigate, okay, to web pages, and also we can perform various type of operations on the buttons, as well as we can click on the links so which are displaying in the web page, and also we can perform on different kinds of web elements. Okay, so that is the purpose of click command here. So how we can perform this click operation means, so it means that left click only. Okay, so whenever if you are using mouse, means it is going to click with the help of left click. So and again there is one more click that is called as right click. Right click can be performed with the help of actions class, so where there is a method that is called as context click. But if you want to perform some normal click method, means we can use this click command only, where we are going to perform of, if you want to navigate from one page to another page also, we are going to perform. If you want to open any link also, we are going to click on that particular link which is displaying on the web page. Okay, that is about click command here. So next, get text method. Okay, next method here is get text method. So many of the people who are getting, many of the people are getting some confusion here. What is the difference between get text and also if you want to get some text value from the text field? So during that time also, these guys are telling using of get text method only we can able to get the text from the text field as well, but that is not the correct answer. If we are using the get text, means we can only get the text from the links and web elements where it is not a text field. Okay, apart from the text field, wherever if you want to get the text, we can use this get text method. If you want to get the text what you have entered inside your text field, means we are going to use one command called as get attribute method. With the help of get attribute method, we are going to retrieve the text data which is available inside that particular text field. Okay, that is the difference between these two. If I want to get some text from the text field, if interviewer will ask you this question, means you can mention him with the help of get attribute only, we are going to retrieve the text from the text field. Okay, if I want to get some text of a button or drop down or any kind of thing, means we are going to use this get text method. Okay, we are going to use this get text method. With the help of get text method, we are going to retrieve the text which is visible on the buttons or links or any kind of thing. Okay, so for that reason we are using one command here that is called as get text. Okay, so now what is selected method here? Okay, so this select method will check that if an element is selected on the web page or not. Okay, with the help of this selected method, we are going to check whether the given web element is selected or not. Okay, if it is already selected, means it will return you the boolean value as true. If it is not selected, means it is going to give you boolean value as false. Okay, the select method will check that if an element is selected on the web page or not. Okay, it will return a boolean value true when that element is already selected. Okay, it will return you false when if the element is not selected at all. Okay, and also the same is selected is going to perform on the radio buttons as well. Okay, radio buttons, and also we can check with some check boxes also we can use this selected method. So likewise we can use this selected method wherever we are going to select, we are going to perform some check operations, means selecting operations. So during that time we can use this select method. So next, coming to the next method, that is called as is enabled. Okay, is enabled. So this is enabled method, okay, this is enabled method is used to check if the web element is enabled or disabled within the web page. Okay, this is enabled method is used to check the web element is enabled or disabled within the web page. For example, there is a button called as login button. Okay, if that button is enabled, then only I can perform click operation. Okay, if that button is disabled, then after performing the click operation, if it is not working, means then there was no use. If you want to find out whether that button is enabled or not, means we are going to use this particular is enabled method only. If that button is enabled to perform any click operation or any kind of thing, means it will return you the boolean value that is true. If that button is not enabled, if it is disabled, means it is going to return you a boolean value false. Okay, it will return you false when if it is disabled, that web element is disabled on the web page. Okay, so these are the two boolean values which will return by is enabled. If it is enabled to perform any click operation or send keys, means then it is going to give you the boolean value as true. If it is not enabled, if it is disabled, means so then this is enabled is going to return a boolean value called as false value. Okay, so next, what is our next method here? That is called as is displayed method. Okay, is displayed method. So this is displayed method also used to check whether the is display, I mean whether the element is displaying or not in the web page. Okay, whether the element is displaying or not in the web page. Okay, whether the element is displaying on the web page or not. Okay, so this is displayed method used to check okay, used to check whether an element is displayed on the web page or not. It will returns boolean value if the web element is true, I mean if the web element is displayed. If it is not displayed, means it is going to return you a boolean value called as false. Okay, so it will return you a boolean value called as false. For example, I want to enter some text inside my username text field. So before that, I want to test whether that text field is displaying or not. So with the help of is displayed method, we are going to test if that button is displayed, we can return the boolean value as true. At the same time, I am going to enter my some text into that particular username text field. If it is not displayed, means then it is going to return you saying that boolean value as false. So during that time, if we pass the text also, it is not going to be enter because that web element is not present. Okay, web element is not displayed on the web page. So that is the purpose of is displayed method. Okay, so next, moving to the next method or command, that is called as get size command. So what I am doing here, I am taking one web element here, any kind of web element. You can see in my case I am taking one checkbox web element. So this web element equals to, the syntax here is driver dot find element by dot export. So first I have initialized a web element with the help of web element equals to driver dot find element. So after that, I am using one method that is called as get size. Okay, that is called as get size. So actually what this get size method will do here, this get size is used to get the size of the web element in Selenium. Okay, this get size method will used to get the size of a web element in Selenium. Okay, at the same time, this get size method returns a dimension class. Okay, this get size method returns a dimension class. Okay, returns a dimension class object. This dimension class providing, okay, with the help of this dimension class, which is providing two methods that is called as get height and get width. Okay, so to get the elements of height of the particular element and width of the particular element. Okay, so this get size, what is this get size method? Means get size method is used to, okay, get size method is used to get the size of a web element present in a web page with the help of Selenium. At the same time, okay, at the same time, get size method, okay, at the same time, this get size method returns a dimensional class object. Okay, this get size will return a dimension class object. So this dimension class is providing the two methods that is called as get height of the particular web element from the web page and also get height get width from the particular web element from the web page. Okay, so and also we can also use some get rect method also. With the help of get rect method also, we can get the size we can get the size of the web element. There are two approaches to get the size of the web element in a web page. The first approach here is with the help of dimension class, okay, objects with the help of get height, which is provided by dimension class. In the same way, we are going to get the size with the help of get rect method, okay, with the help of get rect method. So what does it will do means, we can also get size of element using of which method, get rect method. So get rect method returns a rectangle class object. Okay, here you can see get rect method which will return a rectangle class object. Okay, which will return a rectangle class object. So where it is having the get dimension method. Okay, where it is having the get dimension method, okay, to get the dimension of a given web element. Okay, we can also get the size of the given web element with the help of get rect method as well. At the same time, this get rect method will return say rect class. Okay, this get rect method will return say rectangle class object which has the dimension method. Okay, which has the dot get dimension method. So to get the dimensions of a web element, if you can see here, I am taking one dimensions class here. So it is provided by the get rect method only. This get rect method is providing one dimension class. Okay, one dimension class. So okay, one dimension class. So with the help of this dimension class, we are going to use one method that is called as get dimension to get a dimension of the given web element. Okay, so in these two approaches, we can use to get height and width of the web elements. At the same time, we can use these two methods to get a size of the web element. Okay, so then what is our next example here, that is called as get css value. This is also one command. Okay, this is also one command. So where we need to get some css value for the given web element. So with the help of get css value, we can fetch the value of a css property of a web element. Okay, we can fetch the value of a css property of a given web element, and we have to pass what property Selenium has to fetch. If I want to fetch the value of background color, okay, if I want to fetch the value of border bottom color, if I want to fetch the value of border bottom width, so these values, okay, these values we need to define, because Selenium is going to fetch the values based upon the properties what you have defined inside this get css value method. Okay, inside this get css value method. And the last one here is, and the next tag here is get tag name. Okay, so with the help of this get tag name, we can get the tag name of the particular web element. So here I am getting the tag of some checkbox web element with the help of get tag name, like input or submit or some tag names are available. So to get all those tag names for the particular web elements, we are going to use one command that is called as get tag name. Okay, at the same time, one more method here that is called as get location. Okay, so this get location, so where exactly the web element is got located in the web page. Okay, we are going to get with the help of get location method. Here you can see point is a class, so where we are going to use the method called as get location method. Okay, with the help of get location method, we are going to get the location where exactly that particular web element is located in the web page. So where exactly means in terms of x coordinates and y coordinates. With the help of get x and with the help of get y, we are going to get the coordinates of the particular web element. Okay, and as I mentioned, there is one more method that is called as get attribute. Okay, so if interviewer will ask you about what is I want to get some text value from the given web element, how we can get the text value means, so many of the people are telling with the help of get text method only. In some cases, that interviewer will ask you like, I want to get text from the text field. Okay, if I want to get the text from the text field means, so here you can observe get text will be applicable for links or radio buttons or anything. Okay, or buttons. Okay, so those and all where we are going to perform the click operation. So for those web elements, we can use this get text method if you want to get the text for that particular web element. At the same time, if interviewer will ask you like, I want to get the text from the text field. Okay, so during that time we are going to use one method called as get attribute method. With the help of this get attribute method, we can easily get the value present inside that particular text field. Okay, that is a difference between these two, so don't get confused during your interviews. Get text will be applicable for the buttons or links where we are going to perform some click operation or select operations. At the same time, get attribute means it is applicable for only the text fields only. If I want to get the text from editable fields, so during that time we are going to use get attribute. Here get attribute is a method name followed by we need to mention the value. Okay, we need to mention the value here. So first let me execute one by one, so we will see. Okay, so first what I will do, I will first here is we will check first get attribute as well as clear method. After that, okay, till here I will show you now. So let me cut all these things and we can add it one more time. Okay, we will add these one more time, no problem. Okay, so now the first method here is get attribute method and also clear command. So if I am using get attribute means whatever the text I am entering inside the text field, so I am going to retrieve the value the help of get attribute of value. Okay, and then I am clearing that entered test data, that is called as Selenium tutorials. Okay, we will see how we can do this one. Okay, let me execute the program. See, it will launch the google.com website. So after that it is going to enter some Selenium tutorials. Once that is entered, it is going to get the value from that particular Google search bar text field. After that I am going to print. See, now it is going to clear. Okay, with the help of which one it completed, with the help of clear method I have done that operation. So here I entered this Selenium tutorials, right? Selenium tutorials. So consider this as a text box. Okay, this is a text box where we can edit the fields, right? Where we can enter some data into editable fields. So during this time, if I want to get this particular text data means we can use a method called as get attribute method. But if I want to get text from the button or links, so during that time we can use which method? That is called as get text method. So that is the difference between these two methods, get attribute and get text methods. Don't get confused during your interviews. Okay, so now you can able to understand, right? So now it opened the Google website and it is entered. So with the help of get attribute value, I am going to print the text data whatever it is present inside this text field. After that I am clearing this one with the help of clear method. Okay, so now we will see the console output. So where exactly it executed. So let me open console. So here you can see entered text in Google search bar is Selenium tutorials. So how I retrieved this value? With the help of get attribute. Okay, with the help of get attribute I have fetch the test data from which one? Fetching the test data from text field, right? So here we can see entered text in Google search bar is element dot get attribute of value. Okay, so this is how after getting the value which is entered inside our Google search bar, I am going to clear with the help of, okay, with the help of what? With the help of clear command I have cleared the test data. Okay, I have cleared the test data with the help of clear command. So next what is our next command here? We will see the next followed commands such as click command. Okay, click command means I want to click on this. Okay, I want to click on this particular link. Okay, how we can perform? The help of click operation. With the help of click command we are going to click on that particular link and also I am going to getting the title. Okay, once it got clicked, right, so I am going to fetch the title of that one. After clicking on this Gmail link, okay, after clicking on this Gmail link I am going to get the text for this particular next button. So how we can get the text? With the help of get text method. Okay, here we can see difference. We can get the text for the text buttons, I mean buttons, with the help of which method? Get text method. And also I can able to get the text with the help of get text method for this link also and for this link also. But if it is a text field means we have to use one method that is called as get attribute method. So now I am going to execute till here. Okay, get text method means the next, wherever the next is present, right? So till that point I am going to execute now. Okay, so till what it will do, it will execute and it will print this next as well here inside the console. So how I am doing here means I have defined the web element here, okay, XPath for this particular next button, and then I am taking the get text method. So after that I am printing, okay, after that I am printing here. So now we will see, let me execute, it is going to print, I mean it is going to fetch the text from the particular button that is called as next or not. Click operation and get text commands we are looking currently, okay. It entered and clearing and printing the text data from the text field. After that clicking on this right side Gmail link and it is going to print the this particular text which is available for this next button, okay. So now go to text field, I mean go to your console and you can find there it is telling, okay, next it is printing. At the same time I retrieve the text data from particular Google search bar text field, okay. So this is how we can use this get text method, okay. And after that we will see which command our that is called as is selected method. So as I mentioned, so this is selected method is going to use to check whether the web element is selected or not. If the web element is already selected means, okay, if the web element is already selected means it is going to return you the boolean value as true. If it is not selected means it will return you the false. So what I am doing in this situation means, so first I am navigating to this particular site, so where I have that checkbox, okay, or radio button for example, okay, radio button only. So I am going to navigate into this particular site with the help of navigate command. After that I am waiting for 5 seconds, I mean 5 seconds I am waiting here. Once that is done, so wherever I am going to test whether the particular web element is selected or not, so I am going to use one if condition here. If the mentioned web element is selected, you can return me the boolean value whether it is selected or not. If it is selected, you can print as true. If it is not selected, go to else block, okay, and print what's the status. If it is not selected, it will give you the false only. After returning the false, I am going to click, okay, I am going to select that button now. So then again I am doing this one, okay. So what it will print, first time it is not selected, it will return you the false. After that I am selecting means it is return you the true, okay. So after that it is going to click on that particular web element and it will return you the true here, okay. First what it will do, it is going to execute the if condition, okay. If the particular radio button is not selected, it will go to the else block, okay, it will go to the else block, then it will check again. So it will print to the false only, but it is not going inside this if condition, okay, because condition here is failing, right? So that's why it is not going to execute this inner part of the if condition. So now it moved to the else block, then here it will search whether the element is selected or not. If it is not selected, then I am going to click to select that particular web element. After that I am going to check one more time with the help of isSelected method, means it will return you false first time, okay, then it is clicking here means it is selecting. After that it is returning true because now the element is selected after clicking, right? So now the element is selected after clicking. So now I am going to show you how this is working here. Is selected and is enabled. After that is enabled, is displayed methods are there. We'll see it now. Okay, now let me execute and we will see the console part. What I mentioned, it will meet the same requirements only. Okay, so please guys, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel Selenium Tech Automation, and also please help our channel to grow more from the YouTube point of view. See, it is going to remove the text data. Next it is navigating to the site what I have mentioned here, okay, here you can see, and it is going to select this testing different courses testing radio button is there. First time it is not selected, false, then true, okay. So here if you go to console, you can see here first time it is not selected, right? Okay, first time when I checked before clicking, it is not selected, okay, it is not selected. So that's why it is entering into the else condition, okay, that's why it is entering into the else condition here. So once it is entering to the else condition, again I am checking whether the element is selected or not. So this time it is not selected, so that's why we are getting false as per the isSelected method theory. So once that is done, I am going to click on that particular web element. After clicking, it is selected now. So if I am using isSelected means it is going to return with the boolean value as true, right? So this is how this isSelected method will work here. So now let me do a control Z and we will see now isEnabled method. Okay, so what is isEnabled method means this isEnabled method used to check whether the element is enabled to perform any action with the help of Selenium WebDriver or not. Okay, so that is what we are going to check now. So I am doing the same. Is that particular checkbox is enabled? Okay, if I want to perform any operation on this particular testing radio button, if it is enabled means then only I can able to select this particular radio button. If it is disabled means, okay, if it is disabled means it is returning me the false as my boolean value. If it is enabled means it will return me the value as boolean value as true. Okay, so now we will see whether it is printing the correct value or not. So first time it is executing here only because that value, I mean that web element is enabled to perform any operation. Okay, so it is not going to execute the else block now. Okay, let me execute and we will see. So now this time we are executing with is selected also. After that is selected completed, it is going to execute is enabled as well. Okay, it is going to execute is enabled method as well. Okay, so now it is going to take the text from next button. It is navigating, it is clicking on the testing radio button. That's it, it completed the is selected method. Now it is going for is enabled command, whether this particular radio button is enabled or not. Okay, so now go to your console and check for the output. See, checkbox is not selected first time. Okay, return false. After that clicking, it is returning the true. Okay, after that it is telling checkbox is enabled means this radio button is enabled. If any one of the buttons or web elements is disabled means, so then it is going to give you the boolean value as false. Okay, here it is returning me true because that value, I mean that web element is enabled. So that's why it is not going inside this which field, I mean which condition, else condition as well. Okay, so now let me go to one more command that is called as is displayed method. Okay, after that we will see all the remaining commands whatever we have discussed so far. Okay, now is displayed method. What does this is displayed method? What we have discussed, with the help of this is displays method we can check whether the element is displayed on the web page or not. It will return say boolean value true if the web element is displayed. It will return say boolean value as false if the web element is not displayed. But in our case this web element is displayed here. Okay, you can see this web element is displayed, so that's why we will get the console and the value here as true only. Okay, we will get the value as true. Let me execute. It will print to checkbox is displayed and return. Okay, what is the is displayed method will do here? It will return true if the web element is displayed. If it is not displayed means it is going to return you boolean value as false. Okay, so now it is going to clear. After that it is going to Gmail login and taking the text to the next button, going to this site and clicking on the testing radio button. Then is selected completed, is enabled completed. Now is displayed is going to be execute. That's it, it got completed. Now if you go to our console, it will return you true only because that particular web element is displaying here. See here, checkbox is displayed and returned true. Okay, what are the web element we are using, it is displaying, so that's why we are getting it as true. Okay, so next what we are going to discuss, the next command here, that is called as get size. Okay, the next command here is get size. What is the use of get size means, get size method is used to get the size of the web element in Selenium. Okay, get size method will return say dimension class object. Okay, will return say dimension class object. This dimension class provides the two methods such as get height and get width methods. Okay, to get the size of the particular web element which is present on the web page. Okay, so this is the use of this get size, and now we will see by executing till this line, till this command get size command, and we will see the output. It will print the size of the in terms of height and width. Okay, size of the web element in terms of height and width. We will see now whether it is printing the values or not. Okay. Okay, launching the Google website and entering the Selenium tutorials, clearing the Selenium tutorials. At the same time, it is retrieving the text data from Google search bar text field, and it is taking the next button text value as well with the help of get text method. After that, it is performing is selected method. After that is enabled method. After that is displayed method. At the same time, for the same testing radio button only, I am going to fetching the size with the help of dimension class, which is provided two methods such as get height and get width. Now we will go to this particular get height. See here, height of checkbox element is 13 and width of checkbox element is 13. See here, it is showing height. Okay, so now let me modify here the same. Okay, let me modify the same here, width, right? Width. Okay, width of the checkbox element is which one? 13 it is displaying. Okay, it is displaying 13 here. If you can observe, it is displaying two values. The first one is for get height and the next one is for get width. Okay, so this is how we can retrieve the size of the particular web element from the web page. So now let me do Control Z. This time I am going to use one more method that is called as get rect method. Okay, with the help of get rect method, so we are with the help of get rect method also we can able to get the size of the given web element or present web element in a web page. So now these two will return you the same values only. For the same button we are checking, so in two different approaches. The first approach here is with the help of get size, with the help of get rect method. Okay, now we will see by executing, we will get both the values are same only, 13 13 13 13. With the help of get size also we are getting the same values, height and width, and also I am getting the size with the help of dimension get rect method for the same web element only. Okay, whatever I am using for get size web element, the same web element I am using for get rect method also. This time it will return the values for the same element with two approaches. Okay, now is displayed. Next get size get rect method. Okay, now we will go to our console. Here we can see it is printing using get size method. What is the value? Height and width using get size method. At the same time using get rect method, so what is the value? Height of checkbox element is 13, width of checkbox element is 13. Means these two are the two different approaches to get the size of the particular web element which is present in the web page. Okay, so next I am going to show you how we can get the CSS value for this particular web element, that is called as testing radio button. Okay, I will show you. Okay, so now let me inspect this one. So here we are getting only HTML, XPaths and input tag names or locators or anything. Okay, so now if I want to get CSS value for this particular testing radio button, means you can go to computed option from here. So here you can see, okay, here you can see there are few values which are updated for this particular web element in the terms of CSS, means cascading style sheet. Okay, cascading style sheet with the help of cascading style selector or something. With the help of that CSS selector, we are going to getting the particular web element CSS value. What is the value that they have defined here? So you can see here background color is RGBA 000 and bottom color what is 62 63 60, and also bottom width what is 0 pixels. So these values we are going to get for this particular web element that is called as testing radio button. So how I have used here, means here you can see with the help of get CSS value we need to define the properties. Okay, which are the properties we are going to get with the help of get CSS value method for this particular testing radio button web element. For this testing radio button web element, I am going to provide the property for background color. I want to get this CSS value for this particular property that is called as background color. It will take you RGBA 000. At the same time, I am going to take border bottom color. What exactly here border bottom color? That is RGB 62 63 60. At the same time, I am going to get the value for border bottom width. So here that is 0 pixel. So based upon your requirements, if you want to get any CSS value for the particular web elements what you are looking for, means we need to define the properties. If you want to get the CSS value for the particular web element, the which you are looking for, okay, the one which you are looking for. Okay, so now let me execute this code till here. Okay, let me execute our code till here. So this time it will print the same values what I have mentioned here, right? It is going to print the same CSS values with the help of get CSS value method name. Okay, now let me execute. Now I am going to take the CSS value for the testing radio button. Okay, for the testing radio button, right? Okay, so it got completed. Now we will see from the console whether it is printing the same values what we have discussed so far or not. Here you can see CSS value for background the same value 000, and CSS value for border bottom color that is called as 62 63 61 RGBA, red green blue and some more, and CSS value for border bottom width that is called as 0 pixel. So this is how we can get the CSS value for the defined web element. Okay, defined web element for this particular web element. So with the help of those properties what we are entering, so then we are going to get the CSS values. So next method here is what? Okay, our next method here is get tag name. So now I am going to get the tag name for this particular radio button that is called as testing radio button. Let me inspect this one. We will see what is the tag name for that particular radio button. Okay, let me inspect this particular radio button, and you can see here the tag name here is input. Okay, the tag name here is input. So likewise you can use it for any other web elements as well. Okay, so based upon the web element what you have selected, so for that web element it is going to give the tag name, what exactly the tag name is presenting for this particular or is used for this particular web element. Okay, let me go back to our script and let me execute this particular get tag name. What it will print? It will print you input, because input is a tag name for the radio buttons, checkboxes and submit buttons or login buttons. Okay, wherever we are performing click operation. So it is starting our edge driver. It is launching the application Google, entering the Selenium tutorials, maximizing Selenium tutorials, fetching the text data from text field with the help of get attribute and clearing the text, going to the Gmail, clicking on Gmail and taking the text data from button, next button, and then it is selecting the testing radio button with the help of is selected, and then it is checking for is enabled. After that is displayed. After that we are going to check for the CSS values for this particular testing radio button. Then we are going to get the tag name. So what we observed here is input is a tag name. So now we will see from the console what exactly the value here is. Okay, here you can see the tag name for the web element that is called as checkbox is input. Okay, unfortunately I have mentioned the element name here as checkbox, but that is a radio button here. Okay, that is a radio button here. Okay, so this is how we can get the tag name of the web element from the web page. Then the last method or command here is get location. Okay, I want to get where exactly that particular web element is located in the web page on the current browser. So with the help of this method we are going to get the location of the particular web element what we are looking for. Now let me execute. It is printing you the x coordinates and y coordinates. With the help of x and y only we are going to find the exact location of the web element which is present in the web page. Okay, so now it is going to clear and navigating to Gmail, taking the text for next button, going to that particular site, entering the testing, clicking on testing radio button, is enabled, is displayed, CSS value, get tag name, then get location. It got completed now, and we will see. Okay, go to our console. Here you can see the location of x coordinate is 437 and y coordinate is 220. Okay, y coordinate is 220. So this is how we can find out the location for the web element which is present on the web page. Okay, so thank you so much guys. So that's all it for now. So I hope you people got some knowledge about these commands. So let me drag slowly so that you can also practice if you want. Okay, so what are the different web element commands we have inside our Selenium WebDriver? Okay, I have shown you only few commands for now, but there are many more web elements where we need to discuss about. Okay, with this Selenium WebDriver commands parts got completed. Tomorrow I will upload with the test engine related series. Okay, under Selenium tutorial playlist. Okay, so please check out that particular Selenium tutorial playlist where you can find out all the latest topics where I am discussing from basics only. Okay, so this is how we can get. This is for web element. Okay, so these are all not checkboxes. Unfortunately, I have mentioned here checkboxes. Those are all radio buttons first of all. Okay, so now the next code here is this one is displayed, and get size method. With the help of using getRect, we are going to get the size of the particular web element which is present on the web page. After that, get CSS value to get the CSS value for the mentioned property of the particular web element where you are getting the CSS value. Once that is done, this is my get tag name method used to get the tag name of particular web element what we have defined here. Okay, after that the last command here is get location. Okay, get location is my command. Okay, so that's all it for now guys. I hope you people got some basic idea about what are the different commands which are offered by the Selenium WebDriver. The first type of command here is browser level commands, and the next type of command here is navigation level command. The next type of commands here is which one? Web element commands. So if you can observe, we have performed most of the operations on the web elements only. Okay, web elements only we have performed as of now. Till there are some more commands will be there. Okay, this is enough for now. So I hope these concepts will help you a lot. If you found this video helpful for you, please drop a like, and also please share our videos to your friends or colleagues so that they will also learn the concepts what we are discussing currently. Okay, and also please subscribe if you are new to my channel. Okay, that's all it for now. We will connect on our upcoming videos. Okay, thank you so much guys. Thank you. Have a nice day.